Can India build its own Zoom app? Recently, there was a news about India banning Zoom app, Zoom services, especially for the government employees. So there was this recommendation or a warning from the government that don't use the Zoom app, and I was not really sure about the reason why. So I did some research and I was actually looking for these articles online. So I found this article by Independent where of course this is not really from Indian media, but if you look at this article by independent.co.uk, you can see that Zoom is not safe. This is what Indian officials are saying, and the government is warning employees, government employees, that not to use this app for communication. And I did a bit more research, so I found more articles by News 18 Tech and also by Tech Crunch. So this is something really strange, and I also talked about why Zoom app. I mean, why you shouldn't be worrying about the security of Zoom app. If you set up your app with no password, then definitely you have more chances for hijackers to do your to basically jump in your call. I mean, you need to secure your meeting with a password. A very simple thing that you can do, but uh, all this is fine. I mean, I was reading multiple articles, and there was one article on India Today as well, and other sites. But the thing that I want to talk about today is the innovation challenge for video conferencing solution by Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology. So this challenge is basically uh, something that I believe is in the right direction. I totally support these challenges, these kind of uh, programs by the government, especially the Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology, which is definitely the right ministry for doing such programs. But when I spent some time reading the program or reading the details, I was really disappointed. So I want to talk about a few things here in this video. So if you look at this page, which is nothing but a link, a portal where you can apply for this innovation challenge. So if you look at this title here, it says very clearly innovation challenge. So the emphasis here is on innovation, and the whole idea behind this challenge is to invite startup companies, or in fact anyone who want to contribute or take part in this challenge, to submit their ideas for developing a solution for video conferencing. So on this page, there is no reference to Zoom, or there is no reference to other existing online conferencing solution, which I believe is a good thing. But if you read the news articles, people are doing comparisons. People are saying that this particular challenge is basically for inviting startup companies to build a solution that can compete with existing solutions, which is fine, which is totally okay. But I thought I'll probably read a bit more about this challenge. And to be honest, if you go to this portal here, you can read everything about the specifications of the solution that government is asking you to build. So I want to talk about few important things here. For example, the problem statement starts with COVID-19. So they are talking about coronavirus. They are talking about encouraging people to work from home, and they're also saying that uh, people are switching to digital alternatives, and they are in a way saying that people are using other services like Zoom or maybe Teams or maybe WebEx. There are plenty of services, Skype, of course, and they are saying that the Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology under Digital India, their short is MeitY. I don't know how to pronounce it, but they're saying that MeitY announces the challenge to develop a video conferencing solution showing capabilities in terms of scalability, market reach, domestic value addition. The solution will get a contract to deploy their solution for use by Government of India, state government entities for a period of 4 years. So this paragraph is really strange. So basically, they are saying that if they select uh, a solution, that solution will be deployed by uh, government organizations. So this is something really weird, and it could be possible. I mean, I'm not really saying that it is impossible, but why this is not feasible? Let me just come to that in a few minutes. So okay, this is fine. Let us say they have this ambitious plan, and I'm sure you would expect government to basically fund millions of dollars in developing this solution. But if you read the specifications, these are not really specifications. These are like, I mean, some points. They are saying that the solution can be proposed keeping in view the below points, but not limited to them. So they are talking about few things, or things that should be there in the service that will compete with other standard solutions in the market. So they are talking about it should support all video resolutions and all audio quality. It should work in low and high network scenarios. It is a bit strange. What exactly is the meaning of low and high network scenarios? It should be low on usage of power and processor. Okay. It should not have any external hardware dependency. Should work on any device. It is totally strange. Do they expect it to work on Apple Watch or wearable devices? Why not? Um, it should have a chat option during conference, even the multi-people conference. Should have sign in and non-sign in option, which is fine. Can be browser or app based. Should have encrypted network communication. So they're talking about security, but what kind of encryption? Should have audio video recording features. Okay, so they're talking about should have screen file sharing capabilities, should allow audio to close captioning during chat, multilingual. Okay, should have capabilities to host multiple concurrent conferences having multiple participants in each conference. So if you look at these requirements or guidelines or points, these are really vague. It is not really giving any clear indication of what should be there in the service, the app, or the uh, the product that government is trying to build with the help of startup companies. And the point here, or rather, the key the key point here is different stages. So government is saying that there will be three stages: stage one, stage two, stage three. Stage one is a stage where teams will have to propose their innovative and cutting edge ideas. So they're talking about innovation and they're talking about cutting edge ideas, but at the same time they are probably copying and pasting the specifications or things good to have from maybe other standard services or products in the market. And they're saying that they will select top 10 teams, and each team will receive 5 lakhs to build a prototype. So they will select 10 teams and they will give them money, 5 lakhs, which is nothing to be honest. And then, of course, they will ask for a prototype. Now, you would expect this stage one after the initial proposal when they give money like 5 lakhs to those 10 teams. Those 10 teams will probably spend a few months, 6 months, I don't know, to build a prototype. But we'll come to the timeline later on, which is something really shocking. Then stage two is all about shortlisting from those 10 teams and selecting 10, or not really 10 but 3 teams for the final stage. So each team will receive a funding of 20 lakhs to build a solution. So at this stage, team will get 20 lakh and they will probably get few more months to build a solution up. So when they say solution, I don't know what they mean by solution. And finally, they are talking about final stage where teams will get, or the selected team, the winner will get 1 crore along with a certificate. Okay, certificate is important towards deploying the solution. So by this stage, by stage 3, they're expecting a working solution that can be deployed. And then government will give 10 lakhs every year for operations and maintenance for a period of 3 years after the first year of deployment. So they will just give 10 lakhs, I believe, for every organization. So only 10 lakhs. So basically, if you're talking about stage 1, 2, and 3, first of all, the money involved is nothing. I mean, if you want to hire good engineers, and they need to, of course, work for a few months or maybe a few years in building something like Teams or Zoom or Skype, you can't really expect them to build something in few months, right? And if you talk about criteria, the evaluation criteria is again not really clear. They are talking about approach towards problem solving, idea, degree of innovation, simplicity of the filing solution, scalability, novelty of approach. They're talking about business case, USP. I don't know why they are even talking about business case, because the whole idea was innovation and the whole idea was to promote working from home. But is it only for government organizations or is it for everyone in the country, for every citizen to use this great innovative solution? I don't know. So solution technical feasibility. So why they're even talking about feasibility? I mean, they are asking people to build a solution that can be deployed. So it should be feasible, I believe. Interoperability, enhancement, expansion. I have no idea what they're talking about. I think these terms are really useless. I mean, it may seem good, but I don't know. They're talking about product roadmap. So they are talking about those three stages, and by stage 3, they're expecting something that can be deployed, and they're talking about product roadmap, go-to-market strategy, team ability and culture. Okay, addressable market, natural sales appeal, and affordability. Okay, are they expecting people to purchase it? ROI, sales, distribution channel. So these evaluation. I mean, if you read these points, they're all in different directions. I mean, I have no idea about how they will judge. And the award and recognition is again the repeat of those 3 stages. And if you also take a look at, so by the way, they have attached this document here, like detailed document. So when you hear the word detailed, you expect some detailed specifications. But if you look at this PDF file, it is nothing but the same thing. Same information, copy pasted from the page, but you will find some terms and conditions, but nothing really detailed in this. And they're talking about, of course, some timelines, and that timeline is something that I want to talk about here. So they're talking about, of course, the launch of Innovation Challenge. They are going to launch it. I believe they have already launched it on 13th of April. They're talking about registration. They're talking about submission of ideas by 7th of May. So from 7th of May, uh, things will start, things will kick start, and I believe they are talking about the presentation by top 10 teams, declaration of results. So starting from first week of May, by June, which is like I believe 45 days something, they are talking about. Uh, I mean, not even 45 days. So within like a week, you're expected to submit your prototype. So this let us go back to the stages. So they're talking about stage one, where you have to propose, and they will select 10 teams. So in the beginning, okay, so you'll just select I mean, by 14th of June you have to no. So you once you submit your application on 7th of May, in a week they will select 10 teams. Okay, and within like a month you have to submit a prototype. So you have 5 lakh rupees with you to build a prototype in a month, and then they will do probably some meetings, some presentations on 14th and 15th of June, and within like a week they will declare the winners, and uh, I think on oh, okay, so there is a gap in between, but um, again, it's really weird how they are going to do it. So basically, by stage two, they are saying that top three teams will be shortlisted for final stage. So are they basically asking three different solutions, and they will all get maybe just a month to develop a final solution, like from 24th of June till 25th of July, and then within a month, roughly a month, they are expecting something totally working. And because if you look at the stages, they are saying that final stage is all about deploying. So maybe I mean let us not go by by the dates here. If you look at the start date, which is of course May, and the end date July. So within like 2 months they are expecting, or maybe 3 months they are expecting a solution that can be deployed. So I personally feel that although this seems like something really interesting, but I think um, overall this is not very clear what they are trying to do. And I was making some points. I was making some notes. So first of all, if you look at I mean, I want to talk about the conclusion. So my conclusion is that the initiative is definitely good, but the specifications are poorly written. It seems like a summer project for a group of students. So I don't think you can build something that can compete with uh, established players in the market with so less money involved, and with only 2 or 3 months of time. So I personally think that this initiative is. I mean, I don't know. I don't really want to say that it will fail, but I think it is giving a wrong impression not only to the engineers and startup companies in country, but I think it also gives wrong impression about the capabilities of what people can do, what companies, what students, what engineers in India, or people who want to do something innovative can do. And let us see how it goes. I'll be keeping an eye on. I'll be monitoring this challenge very closely, and I will probably keep you guys posted. So this is all I wanted to share in this video. I hope you learned something and you found this video useful. Thank you very much.